Hi there, ever wanted to look at the sun through a telescope and not get blind? Roll the credit, find out more. Hello there, this is Science That Sticks. I'm Paul. Welcome once again. Today, using a telescope in the daytime. Why? How? How do we do this and not blind ourselves? Well, the first thing that you need to be fully aware of is you do not look at the sun with the naked eye. And the reason for this is because your eyeball is like a magnifying glass. If you saw the video with Morgan using the magnifying glass to burn through a piece of paper, your eyeball does exactly the same thing with the sun's light, and so it therefore burns the back of your retina. So don't do this, it will blind you, it will hurt. So full disclaimer there, don't do that. That makes you look stupid, and you're not stupid, so don't do that. So how can we look at the sun, especially during eclipses? Because even a small amount of the sun being available can make you blind. Well, the first thing that you need is an optical visor, and you can buy these from Amazon. They come in packs of 2. I bought one a few years back to see an eclipse that was happening whilst I was at work, and I took my telescope in, which I'll explain in a moment what the telescope's all about. And this thing here is really, really protective of me being able to see the sun through it and not get blind. Now, interestingly, when I put this against my eyes and I look at the sun, it filters an awful lot of the sun's radiation, so it appears yellow, and it will do so in a few moments when I point my camera at the sun and then cover the lens with this so that you can see it a little better. Now, the other part of this is, what am I going to do? How am I going to show you this through the actual through the camera itself? Well, I've got a few other pieces of kit. First of all, I've got my own solar visor. Same sort of piece of paper, cardboard on both sides, and little cardboard flaps. It was actually a really, really easy thing for me to do, which was, I'll just sort this out because it's rather windy, which is why I'm wearing this rather than just being free to talk. I got some cornflake packets, or rather one cornflake packet, cut it out into a square, made sure both sides were the same. I took the lid off of my telescope, drew around it because that would be exactly the same diameter and circumference that I require to see through it. I placed the piece of filter in between the 2 sheets, taped it up, and then a couple of lengths of cardboard on the outside, and before you know it, we have a solar protector. It's budget, but it works. So what have I got here? What's this? What's this piece of equipment? Well, this is a Newtonian telescope. It's a Skywatcher Virtuoso. I'll do a full video on that because I think it's a great bit of kit. And of course, the other piece of kit that I've got, and I've been using quite a bit in the last couple of days, is this. And it's a sort of weird looking device, but what I do is I put my phone in it, I tighten it up so that the camera is pointing through this little bit here, and this goes onto my telescope and I can view whatever I want to view. So it's pretty interesting stuff. So without further ado, let's set this up so that you can see the sun through the scope. I'm going to set the camera up so that you can see the sun through the camera's lens, and then I'm going to put the filter over the top of it so that you can see the difference between the two. Okay, hopefully I won't kill my camera. There you go. So that's the sun that's the sun without it, through the filter, without the filter. Notice that the sun appears white without the filter, but like an orangey yellow with the filter. Pretty cool stuff. Okay, so here you see a video of the sun. It's live. It's about 9:20 on the 29th of July. It doesn't look particularly special, and one of the reasons for that is because the lens that I have on is not very powerful as some of the other lenses. So what I will do is I will put another lens on over the top of it, and you can see it up close, and it will look particularly majestic, I think. So let's have a look at the next one. So check it out, ladies and gentlemen, the sun is nice and high in the sky. It's Thursday the 29th of July. It's pretty cool. There's only a handful of clouds, so we can't really see any sun prominences because, well, quite frankly, my telescope just isn't that powerful. That's pretty much it, really. The sun is pretty cool. There's not really a great deal that we can do. I'll zoom in. There you go. Let's check it out. You might be able to see some more detail, but I doubt it. And there's not much detail there for us to enjoy. That's a sad shame. So, of course, that's the sun, ladies and gentlemen. How do you get to view the sun? Carefully is the simple answer. That's the sun, ladies and gentlemen. Till next time, stay cool.